G'day everybody, here's a real quick review on a 5-inch milling vise from AccuLock. Vevor sell these products. I agreed to this one simply because once I've done the review on it, I'm going to give it to Trevor to use on his new mill and see how we go. See if it's any good or not, because every other review video I've watched on these vices, everyone reckons they're alright. So we'll see how good they are. Okay, so what we got in the box is a set of instructions that have been, when they were thrown in here, they were in this plastic bag and they were sitting over top of the jaw. Not that you want to really read the instructions for a vice on that much. Comes with some hardware. Got a handle, which doesn't seem like a bad handle. It's got a bit of slop in it like they all do. Foam inlaid. And then we got the vise. So I'm going to get this out of here and have a good look at it. I'm going to give this a good clean up with some brake cleaner and get this crap off it. This vise does come with these little chocks that you can put in here to so you can use that for lining on your table. I did have to run over these with a stone, just take the sharp edges off them, which is neither here or there. Just hadn't been finished off properly once it was machined. But okay, so I got some precision ground stones. I'm just going to run over the base, see if there's any high spots. There's definitely no distinctive high spots that I picked up there, which is a good thing. Now, this review, I will not be doing anything with the base because I don't use them round bases. Okay, I'm going to strip the jaws off, strip the movable jaw out, take it off, just so I can run a stone over all these ways. I'm going to check the hardness of these jaws. I've got some hardness tester files, but there's little sharp burrs there. I'll get this stripped down and bring his back. So I just pulled the jaw off the movable jaw. It's absolute nice grind on it. That's the side you use there, up against your workpiece. It's beautifully ground. Can't complain about that. Okay, that's just got two separate keys holding that jaw down. Every other vise I've had's always had two keys, one solid key. But I suppose it does the job. One thing I am surprised at is this is where that jaw bolts up. The rest of it's all ground, bar this face here. So I'll have to rub a stone over it, see how good that is. That fell on the floor. Just your normal everyday nut. This does have half a spherical ball in there. Plenty of grease on it, I know that. There's your half spherical ball, if you want to call it that. Anyway, I'll run the stone over these ways and see how rough they are. They feel alright. Like, I don't have a surface plate either to do any fancy checks on it. The surface plate is on the to get list one day, but I just ran over that with the stone and it's flat. Just doesn't look real good. Just a machine finish where the rest of it's all ground. But you know, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. That's 50 Rockwool, and it's just glazing over top. 55. It's just starting to want to bite in. I don't want to chew the jaws up too much either. Yeah, so it's around 50, 55 Rockwool them jaws. I'll go to 60 and it'll bite in pretty hard, I guess. Yeah, 60's biting in. So it'll be around 55 Rockwool them jaws, which is good. Nice and hard. It has put a bit of a scratch mark on it, but you're going to get that on the big jobs. Right, I have stoned the table. I stoned the underneath of the new vise, plus I stoned the top of the ways. I have trammed it in using the fixed jaw. It's trammed in absolutely spot on. So you can see I've got a bit of weight on the, only a little bit. I'll have to pick it up gently. That's pretty much spot on both sides. That's what I like about these Noga arms, they're nice and rigid. You can like take the weight off, yeah, or lift up the stylus. Just there's nothing wrong with that. I know this is not very scientific, not an, it's not probably not nowhere near the proper way to be doing it, but for the average Joe Blow screwing around in a workshop in their backyard, that's pretty flat. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, with the jaws fully open, you will clamp 150mm in there, or 152mm if you want to run it to the extremities, but yeah. But if you put the jaws on the outside, which it has got provisions to put jaws right on the outside of, you'll actually clamp 320mm in here, no dramas, sitting on top of here. But you have to remove the sticker so you can get it sitting flush. But that's a fair capacity. So I've just set this indicator up, so when I do this, the vise is done up now, tight on this block. I just want to see how much jaw lift there is. So I'm going to loosen it off. Going back 0.01. Do it back up. But that's just putting some pain into it. Yeah, that's done up tight. Drop it down, we're getting 0.01 lift out of the jaw, which is pretty bloody good. Okay, I'm going to run a bit of coolant over this vise and see how good these tracks are in it. Not you can see much there. Now you can. And see if it does. I'm just going to run over the top, see if it does run and come out the exits. Well, there's nothing dripping on the ground. I've got a 5/8 cutter up. Just going to do a couple of runs back and forwards. I haven't gone stupidly doing it up, just going to see if anything moves. Got to do a cut on it for it. See what happens. Okay, that was 2mm depth of cut, feeding at roughly 70mm per minute, or 2-inch, 7-8 a minute roughly. No overflow. The only bit of coolant there is where it just splashed on to the scale cover. There's nothing, no overflow at the back either. The trough definitely works well. It's not just feeding into the middle and making a puddle or anything. And it held that quite fine. So I don't know what else I can test it, and I'm pretty impressed. All bar this sticker's going to go AWOL shortly, which is normal. Well, overall, from what I can see of this vise compared to the 6-inch vise I have and a 4-inch Vertex vise that I did have, this is just as good as anything. I know it's not a Kurt vise, so I know it's not a big name brand job, but for what the hobbyist does, I think it's plenty good enough. Now, as far as the swivel base goes, there is a machine section here that you're meant to line the 0 up on. It hasn't been marked, so you'll have to mark that yourself if you use a swivel base, which I don't ever use one. But apart from that, I can't fold it. I'm pretty impressed. Actually quite like it. I just checked up on their website. To buy this exact vise with a swivel base straight off there and no discounts, no nothing, which is $136. You ain't going to get any better than that for the price. I'd be quite happy to use this every day of the week. It does the job. You know, I can't really fault it. I actually got that head turned in pretty good too. Pretty happy about that. If I was looking for a vise just to do the normal stuff I do here, I'd definitely go and buy one of these for sure. Everything I've checked on it, which is not very scientific, but everything I did check seems to check out alright. I had a Vertex 4-inch vise that I sold with the little mill when I sold it. It was just as good as that. It's Taiwanese, it was Taiwanese made. I got a Chinese 6-inch one that I use all the time. It's as good as that. So for the price, I reckon they're plenty good enough value. So it's only my opinion. There is a discount code in the description if you guys are interested in one. Plus I think there's a discount code across the entire store too, so check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you later. Hooroo.